Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3806 Coffey Lane here in Newburgh. We're located at this is right out by the front door here. I guess it would technically be the left side of the home if you're looking at the house from the street. Under the deck boards here we do have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. We'll zero out the camera counter right here at the base of the cleanout. And it looks like it's transitioning here immediately over to PVC pipe. Here we go. And I actually think it is making a diameter change here. It looks like it's belling out to 4-inch PVC pipe, as best I can tell. Transitions here at 54 feet over to 6-inch concrete pipe. Okay, right here at about 73 feet, we have hit the main lateral connection. It appears that this last few feet of pipe here, and we'll get it located, but I'm seeing a lot of danglies hanging from the top of the pipe and a ton of debris collected over it. So it's possible there was a backup at some point that put all that junk there. This is looking more like a root intrusions come through or something of that nature. You could have broken pipe that's letting dirt flow in, but there's this one right here in the opening of the pipe that's hanging down, and then a couple others back here. Those kind of look like roots that have junk collected over them. But it could be something else. There's obviously something going on there. So I'll get it marked. This is likely going to be out in the street in city territory. Okay, located the camera head. I did put a white T marking out in the street where the line hits the main lateral. And this is in the roadway, so this is a city responsibility here. It's possible it's just debris. It's pretty far from any trees that are out there. But just with all the junk that's stuck to the top of the pipe there, that usually indicates you may have the top of the pipe opened up or something letting stuff flow into the pipe, or the main could have had a backup at some point and just deposited a bunch of junk there. It's kind of hard to say. Either way, the flow line's still clear and open. You can forward this video to the city if you want. They might take some interest in it, they might not. It's still functioning, so it's likely that they'll probably sit on it a while. And talking to the homeowner, it sounds like the neighbor directly across the street, which her lateral likely will tie into a very similar location as this one. It sounds like they have had a backup. Sounds like a main lateral backup, in fact. So that could very easily be the source of that stuff there. And not terribly concerning. It's not homeowner responsibility. It's not affecting things. The city will deal with it if it's an issue at some point. At this time, whatever's going on there is not affecting functionality. We do have, I believe I saw a belly on the way out. Now that it's all drained out, we can assess that here. My rule of thumb with bellies and repairs on them is, in general, once you get to about 5 feet of pipe with at least an inch of water, that is where I typically start to see toilet paper collecting the line, not just paper towels or things that aren't intended to go down there. Anything less than that is generally completely livable. And so this is the belly here we're going through. And it's drained out to a very minimal amount there. The worst it gets will come out into the middle of it here. Let the water settle in. And we're at a 1/4 inch there. That's where it dissipates out. It's looking like consistently right at a 1/4 inch, which again is not a big deal. We do have a little bit of grease that's collected on the sidewalls there. It's not at a point where it needs drain cleaning, but if you do put any type of grease or fats or anything like that down the kitchen sink, they'll collect in even the most minor little bellies. Similar right here, tiny little spot with some standing water, but you get a little grease there. It just floats to the top and sticks. As long as you're not putting cooking oil and grease and stuff down the kitchen sink on a regular basis, you're not going to get much debris buildup. But if you do, you can get quite a lot. Now we're just about to reel the camera out of the line. We have good flow all the way to the main lateral. The ABS PVC portions of the line are both in good condition, and much of the concrete that's in the city's responsibility is all in good shape up until maybe that last few feet. Now the sewer line is functioning properly at this time. And that's the end of the line inside the crawl space here. And it looks like there's a small amount of standing water in here too, but it's similar to the other belly. It's very minimal. As long as you're not trying to flush pairs of socks down the pipe, something like this is not going to affect anything.